new thoughts tomorrow. No way. Like, no way you thought that. Like, no way you thought that. No way you thought that. Change takes time also. Unfortunately, when we came into this human body, we joined into a realm that has time. So you have to understand that within your mind, these changes can be instant, but your physical will still take time. And even if your mind isn't grasping onto this new idea that you're feeding it, it's okay. The subconscious mind takes time to accept new thoughts and new ideas, right? You honestly don't want to accept thoughts too fast. You honestly don't want that, because that means that if anybody was to plant a new thought within your mind or plant a new idea, you would easily accept it. You want to have a layer of security before an idea gets accepted by your mind. But let me tell you how you can break that down. If you want your mind to accept something fast, let's say you want your mind to accept that you are an abundant person, right? If you want your mind to accept that fast, all you have to do is talk to your mind when the most logical side of it is not there. And that is when you are half asleep. So if you go into a meditation and you go all the way to the point of like you're like half asleep, you will start to realize that you're more lenient with things when you're half asleep. You're more like, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Like, you want to know why? Because that logical part of the brain is asleep. Why do you think that they do hypnosis? And most of the time in hypnosis, they're putting people to sleep, because it's the left hemisphere of the brain and the right hemisphere of the brain. You have the logical and you have the creative. I'm not sure which one is left or right, but let's say the left is logical. I could be wrong, I could be right, but let's say the left is logical, right? When you're heading into a state of like sleepiness, that left side of the brain, which would be that logical side of the brain, starts to shut down. It stops to overanalyze thoughts. It stops trying to make thoughts logical. It stops trying to make sense of these thoughts. And your creative side of the brain, which is, you say you look good, or you keep going. Thank you. Thank you. When that right side of your brain, which is the creative side, is more open to that. It's more open to that thought and more open to accepting it. You know, so if you ever want to program your mind, I recommend doing it when you're heading to sleep, because you're think about it. Think about it. When you go to sleep, where are you going? You're going into your mind. You're going into your realms. You're going dream, REA, realms, REA. You're going deep into the realms of your subconscious mind, and you can take a thought with you. It's like going into the ocean. You could take a thought with you, and you can literally drive that thought by being conscious, waking up, by being conscious, being up, and then taking that thought into your subconscious while you're going to sleep. You're literally dragging that thought to your brain, and you're telling your subconscious, "Hey, I brought this thought all the way from the physical realm. I need you to crystallize this." Right? I need you to crystallize this. You know, if y'all have not yet, go ahead and check out my mystery school, and make sure y'all go ahead and check out my ebook. I'm actually writing a new ebook right now that deals with adversity. Yeah, I'm writing a new ebook right now dealing with adversity. I look a mess, y'all. Like right now, like when I tell y'all I'm in my integration period, and I'm not judging myself. You know, let me tell y'all something. I I I I have like a Virgo placement somewhere, right? Maybe Venus, just my Venus, right? I have a Virgo placement, and I'm doing a hardcover, yes. And I could be so self-critical of myself, and I don't know who needs to hear this, but all that self-analytical, self-critical stuff, it don't help you at all. It honestly makes your job harder. It makes things harder for you by being so super critical of yourself. Like to we they said listening from Kenya, hey, speaking straight to me. Yeah, because listen, y'all, it's okay to want like big things for yourself. That's okay. It's okay to be very like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. But to literally critique every single thing you do, I just take a deep breath for you. Woo. That's tiring. It's tiring. Y'all, I can't wait to do this podcast. I'm going to go fire on a podcast. Like I'm gonna go fire. Hey, listen, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and go get my ebook, How to Manifest. All right. If you have not yet gotten my ebook, How to Manifest, y'all make sure that y'all go get my ebook, How to Manifest Wealth. Okay. It's on my website. Y'all can go ahead and find it. But yeah, man, I just feel like we be too self-critical of ourselves, and it doesn't allow our best self to come out. And the reason why I say this is because we are most creative when we are in our childlike element. Listen to me. Listen to me. We are in our element when we are the most powerful when we are in our childlike element, right? Now, when we were children, we never judged our creativity. We just went with it. We just go with it. We just create with no judgment of what we're creating. We have fun with no judgment. And a lot of times our judgments, check me out, stay with me now. This is a genius thought. A lot of times our judgments are literally just a big ball of other people's thoughts. So those judgments don't even be rooted in anything grounded or realistic. It's just grounded in other people's opinions. So you're making your creativity feel as if it makes no sense, but on whose scale? Damn. On whose scale? You're judging yourself based off of what a depressed motherfucker on Twitter said. Because you've been reading and then somebody likes my tweets while I say that. You've been reading all these tweets, all these shade room posts. So now you're judging your art based off of people who lack creativity. You know what's crazy? You be trying to please the very people who lack the ability to do what you do to begin with. You know what they say? If you can't do it, coach it or teach it or whatever, right? The difference about me is that I'm a practitioner. See, the reason why y'all don't see me every day is because I'm actually practicing what I be preaching. You feel me? I go through the emotions. I go through the doubts myself. Baby, I wouldn't know what. This is why I say y'all got to make sure that whoever y'all talking to actually have some experience. You see, you got to stop thinking that because somebody has a degree or a certification. Let me tell you something. Y'all got to stop thinking that because somebody has a degree or a certification that they're qualified. Because a degree and a certification just means that you studied it well. We don't know if you experienced it well. Does that make sense? Because you can know exactly how to do everything, but you don't know how to take pressure. And for me, I feel like if I'm ever listening to somebody, I need to know that you have experienced it. This is why I dropped out of college. I was in business. I was supposed to be learning how to be a business owner, but I was doing Excel sheets. Excuse me. I should not be doing Excel if I'm learning how to be a business owner. You should be teaching me how to hire. You get me? That's the difference. Y'all learning from people who are teaching you how to do it when they need to be teaching you how to hire. It's two different levels. You feel me? And my thing about it is that too many times this judgment is stopping us from allowing us to be our best self. It's like you getting in your own way. You out here thinking that you're underqualified. Whole time you was overqualified. You out here thinking you underqualified because of your judgmental thoughts. This whole time you was overqualified. And it be the people with less talent than you going further. And the only reason why was because they was smart enough to have confidence. They were smart enough to not judge themselves. That be it. The only difference between you and somebody who's successful, a lot of times just be their ability to believe that they are. And let me tell you something. Your belief is is subjective. I don't know. Let's see. Is it subjective or objective? What's the word? Let's make sure, because I want to make sure. I want to make sure. Subjective, baby. It's subjective, right? So think about it. It says subjective, right? Listen to me. Check this out. Subjective means that is based on a given person's experience, understanding, feeling, personal, or individual. And it's dependent on or taking place in a person's mind rather than the external world, right? Now, here's the thing. Your talent, in my opinion, I feel like talent is, or art is a very subjective thing. Art is very subjective, okay? And you have to understand that if art is subjective, it's based off of your beliefs on yourself, right? Your beliefs create your perception and it creates your reality, right? So if your beliefs create your subjective thoughts actually can influence the objective world. Think about it. Your subjective thoughts have the ability to penetrate the objective world. The problem is you allow the objective world to influence your subjective self, your subjective thoughts. If you get what I'm saying? So you're allowing the outside to influence the inside when the inside should be influencing the outside. For example, if you're a music artist, you're thinking that because of the objective industry, just listen now, the objective world, you're thinking that the industry likes this kind of music. So you start tuning your subjective world to fit. Let me just use internal and external, okay? Because all right, it's a lot of words, big words, okay? So now you're looking at the external world and you're seeing that, oh, the external world likes this kind of music. So what you do is you go inside and you say, oh, we got to change this inside because we got to start making what the external world likes, not realizing that you're working backwards. If you work on what you like internally, your seed that you plant in the external world is going to give you a bigger tree than just the little fruit that you would have received from that one plant from being what they want. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say choose the long path. We have to stop choosing instant gratification. We have to stop choosing things that we can get right now. Yeah, it's easy to hop on a trend and get a little bit of views right now. But are you willing to check me out? Listen now. Are you willing to sacrifice instant attention? Are you willing to sacrifice instant money? Are you willing to sacrifice instant gratification for long-term fulfilling admiration? Because yeah, you can go for the guy that likes you right now and go get sloppy and nasty, you know what I'm saying? Or you can hold off, save your retention of your energy and save it for something that'll be more fulfilling. Are you gonna chase for the attention of the girls that are right here, or are you gonna go inside and cultivate on your craft because you know the awe and admiration that you're gonna receive later? You rather receive attention or awe and admiration? Because a lot of y'all are seeking attention from people that you just want to like you, this and that. You know, when you can be working on yourself, building your body, building your personality, building your thoughts, and becoming someone that people completely are in awe of and admire instead of just being attracted to. If your biggest asset, this is what 50 Cent said, if your biggest asset is your looks, we got to do better. If your biggest asset is your looks, we got to do better, you know? Make sure y'all go ahead and check out my crystal shop. The link is in the bio. Click crystal shop. And make sure y'all go ahead and get y'all a hoodie. I am divinely guided, you know? You sacrifice short-term pleasures for long-term pleasures. Exactly, period. Looks fade, so it can't be looks. Exactly. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. The energy out there is I don't want that short fuse. Really, I felt that. I felt that. I'm definitely like, I don't seek love anymore. I don't chase love anymore. Like, I don't seek to be understood anymore. I don't seek to be seen anymore. Like, I just don't seek it anymore because I've realized that if I'm seeking it, that means that I'm not recognizing it within myself. So if you want somebody to see you, it's because you're desperately wanting to be loved. You're desperately wanting to be loved for who you are, but a lot of times if you're looking for something, it's because you feel like you don't already have it. It's either you desire it or you possess it. So if you're seeking something, you want to be seen, you want to be heard, it's because you feel like you don't have that. What's your take on social media? How to use it to your advantage and block out the negative energy? Everything is a tool. It can be used for negative or positive, just like magic. It just all depends on your discipline and how you use it. You feel me? You feel me? Like I said, y'all, stop judging yourself so much, though. I want to be myself without fear of being judged and comfortable to be vulnerable in their presence. So what you need to do is you should meditate and you should track where you have been judged the most. You can trace your thoughts back to the root. You can follow a thought that you don't like and follow it all the way into the back of your mind and see where it came from. And next thing you know, you start to realize, oh my God, I don't feel seen because as a kid, I dealt with this and I dealt with this. That's how you follow a thought all the way back to the root of it so you can heal it. All right? But listen, y'all, I love you guys. I think I'll be on later. Today. Um, I'm really on my content stuff, so trust me when I say like I'm around, I'm creating. So I would recommend y'all subscribe to me on YouTube, Sticks River. And if you really enjoy my teachings, my perspective, my philosophy, I really recommend that y'all go ahead and check out my mystery school. Okay, I'm gonna send this to y'all. All right, check out my mystery school and tap in. Okay, I dropped so many courses on there. I teach people how to manifest on there. I teach people so many beautiful things, numbers. I teach everything on there. All right, check it out, look into it. If you like what I've been teaching on live, you're really gonna like the mystery school. For my people on TikTok, click the link in my bio. Click Sticks' Mystery School. For my people on Instagram, as you can see, I put it right here in the comments. I pinned it. And make sure y'all go ahead and check out the ebooks. I'm writing some new books right now. I'm so excited for what's coming out because I just feel like people really need to learn about these experiences, or at least hear other people's experiences. I wouldn't have been able to have my own way of thinking if it wasn't for listening and reading other people's. Okay, so I definitely will be doing some hardcover. All right, I love you guys. And later, and like I said, make sure y'all check out the Crystal Shop. Later.